Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the loop stitch. I hope you'll join me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, click on the bell for email notifications, and I love hearing from you. Leave me any comments or questions you might have in the comments section, and don't forget to check out the description section where I leave links to all the different stitches and tools that I use within this video, as well as some other information that you might find interesting. Let's get stitching. I'm going to do a little loop stitch along here. I've drawn this with chalk for my vein. This one runs on 3 tracks again. So I have my middle, I'm going to have my other track here, and then another track here. And the reason I'm not drawing a line for these is because I may want to vary the legs and how far apart they go as I'm demonstrating. So I start up at the very top. I'm using a number 5 ECM 14 variegated eleganza on a 18 chenille. So then I'm going to come across and I'm going to make these small to begin with. I'm going to come all the way across. I pull my thread through, and now I'm going to put my needle down through that stitch. So it's going to look like this. Now I'm going to come across again, and I can vary this length. I can also make these tight or farther apart. I'm going to show you somewhat close, and then I put my needle through, making sure that the thread goes over the horizontal thread that I just did. And this is it. This is what the loop is. It just does this. So again, I'm going to come across. Now this time I can make it a little bit wider. I'm going to put my needle through, making sure that my needle goes over the thread. I'm going to do this one quite close together. Put my needle through. Just gives it a little raised effect. Now, as you can see, I can make this really big. I can also bring these up so that it's creating a kind of a very slight V. And that's a loop stitch. I'll show you this in a thinner thread, and then I'll show you it in a different thread entirely, and not an eleganza. I'm using a number 8 weight. This is ECM 108. This is a limited edition. I don't know that it's actually even on Sue's website. You may have to write a note asking if they're selling it. I picked it up when I was at her shop. I'm going to start at the tip. I'm going to use this on the outside edge. I'm using a number 24 chenille. I'm going to take my little stitch there. I'm going to keep my little loop part, the raised part, right on the edge of my applique. And in this way, it actually resembles a blanket stitch a little bit. is the loop stitch used as a kind of a border around and giving it a kind of spiky leaf look. I'm going to do another one along this leaf. This time I'm using my Aurora on a number 18 chenille. I'm going to start right at the point of this leaf. This leaf is done edged in a Spanish knotted feather stitch, and I can leave that video link up in the upper right hand corner if you're interested. Across. There's my loop. I need to end my thread now, so what I do is I just put it right here, and instead of coming out the other end, I'm just going to knot it here. And then I'm going to tie a new thread and bring that up here. So I'm going to start up my new thread right here, as I would if I had just continued. And there's my loop, and I just continue. So there are the three. So this is the number 5 weight Eleganza, this is the Aurora, and this is the number 8 weight Eleganza. Each one looks different. It depends on how you want your stitches to go. Varied. This then becomes a leaf shape all on its own. You don't even need to do it on an applique if you wanted to give the impression of a leaf just straight onto the background. You could do that. I hope you found this interesting and maybe surprised you. I don't know that I've seen the loop stitch used very often. It's one of those stitches that's sort of there and we look at it and think, oh yeah, but when it comes to actually applying it, it's not done very so often. So that perhaps gives you some ideas of how you might apply it to your piece. I really like it in the Aurora. I was actually happily surprised with that one. And this is kind of interesting too as a round. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Click on that bell for email notifications, and I love hearing from you. Leave me any comments you want to in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the description section. That's where I'll leave the links for all of these threads, as well as the chalk pencil. Until next time, here's to stitching together.